that is how it looks. Now we'll go step by step. I am going to put this up here so we can see better. Can you see that? It's always dicey. Okay. All right, so the first thing you want to do is get it a little bit. First thing you want to do is tape your paper down so that it's nice and straight. All right, because then your lines are going to be straight. All right, so I would use the edge of the table. Don't use a lot of tape. All you want to do is hold it at a certain position. So see, this lines up with the side of the table. Then you're going to pick a point. Then you're going to take your ruler, go like this, take your ruler, and go like this. Now, you don't have to use a Sharpie, but if you use a regular marker, just make sure that when you're done, one of the things you're not going to color it in with is paint, because you know that'll go bad. All right, so that's what it looks like. Right? Now we're going to do these. Pencil here, pencil to this corner. So far, so good, right? All right, can you see it a little better? Let's see if you can. Whoops, that didn't even draw. So remember, I always say this since we've been doing this online. You're not going to put marker on any of these till you're all finished, because I'm just doing it so because it's really hard to see the pencil on the video. Okay, now first line for tiles, and I would make it a little fatter than your actual ruler. All right, don't forget, you're lining it up at the edge. You can check to see you've got the same amount of space under there before you do it. Do the best you can. And one. Oh, I just put a hole in the paper. It was wet. All right. The next one, a little bit closer. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Do not put any more than 5. All right? Do not put any more than 5. You're just going to make a very complicated tile arrangement, and it's just going to make it more difficult for you. All right. You might remember we did this with your chair, 5th grade, last year. All right. First line goes straight down, so we're going to make a straight down line, and then somewhere halfway between this and that, we're going to make our line. We always start at that point, that vanishing point, and one there. All right, and that is going to complete our tile floor. You might say, Miss Cowan, I want to rub, but the tile floor allows us to see it going back into the perspective. All right, and you're going to use that for the top. All right, line it up. Line it up so that it's straight up and down. You can line it up at the edge, and you're going to draw this line and then go to the other side. Remember, you're using the lines on the tiles, so that's another reason why we did the tiles. It's going to make our drawing a lot easier. Okay, and line it up on the second one. And you can see even here, you're also making sure it's straight by comparing it to your first line. All right, so do the best you can. And as I said, you have an eraser. You haven't done this in marker the way I have. All right, so first I have to go over it in marker just so you can see it though. I don't have a choice. So these are the second lines. Second lines. All right. Then the third line, straight up and down as you can get it, as perpendicular to the bottom of the paper. I don't know why we're always using math words, but we are. Okay. And then the next one. And then the final one, which is a very small. I'm going to pick this up so you can see it. So that is what it looks like, folks. I put a hole in the paper because it was wet. It'll dry. It'll be fine. All right. We're done with all that measuring and everything. Now we want a top on our tunnel. So we're going to make a nice round top. I believe this wide one looks pretty good for a space picture. All right. There you go. Ready for space. All this is glass. All this is glass. It's your observation tower for doing a space scene. So that you can draw. I don't know what you want in space. Do you want floating aliens? That's up to you. Maybe you have spacemen taking a spacewalk. All right, maybe you have planets. Maybe you have stars, a little sun. It's a binary system, maybe. So you have two suns. If you want to make some spacecraft that you know how to make from watching any kind of movie or that you've designed yourself, this is the kind of thing you would put on your space. All right. Now, exact same thing, only you're going to draw whatever you want under the sea. All right, now, in order to finish it, markers, crayons, you do what you want. If you want to use paint, though, I suggest that you color in all your things in crayon because the crayon resists the paint and therefore it doesn't get so messy. All right. So these were done with crayon. Then I put markers. Then I put paint over the marker. If you don't have paint, ways to make paint. Stick a blue marker in a little bit of water and you'll have blue paint. If you want that dark color, darker than this, you stick both a blue and a black marker in. You let them sit for half an hour and then you've got a dark blue paint. All right. You don't have to paint, or you might have regular paints at your house. Okay. So you do not have to paint it. If you want to do the background and marker, be my guest, or a crayon, be my guest. I will say, I don't like people going markers this way, that way, every which way. You know, if you're doing the ocean, keep your markers going this way and that way. All right. So that is your assignment. Now you can see I did a checkerboard here. This, we just colored it in as tiles. It's all up to you. All right. Your assignment is to do this. What you do with it, whether it's under the sea or up in the stratosphere or the deep space, that's up to you. All right. Good luck. Happy drawing.